to be honest with you, you know, we're blessed, right? Like I think as long as you're healthy, you're blessed. Like that's really the first mentality you gotta roll with every day in order to deal with the situation outside the house, you know. But I'm with my kids. I'm homeschooling my kids with my wife, and we were like at the crib most of the day. So we create creative activities, teaching my kids how to either make beats or like, you know, some of the stuff that I do, and like them delving into production. And just try to keep it creative at the crib. I have to be honest, I'm over ambitious as a creative. So when it happened, I was like, yo, I got to do this. And I think I did everything. So now I'm like, I got a lot of time to go, you know? It's been good, man. I finished the album in the first like month. I had a bunch of tracks that we compiled, and then I added tracks to it, and we finished the record. So that's coming out on the 25th. And just been editing a book that I'm hoping to put out in September. I realized a couple of days ago, I was like, man, I've been running for like 10 years. Like I just been running and working, and, you know, even my vacations were surrounding work. Like I didn't know how to stop and just slow down and be in the moment. You know what I mean? Although I had great moments along the way, and it was all great experience, but I didn't take the time to sort of just take care of myself and my, you know, just my own time, you know? So it slowed me down, which is something important. I think I became more aware of my own patterns, you know, as an individual, but then also as an artist, because then you start delving into your process and breaking down the way you make music. And like, you know, you force yourself to go to a studio most of the time to leave your own comfort zone, right? And it's kind of hard to be creative in your comfort zone all the time when you're here all the time. So you got to create a new way of like thinking around it. But it's been good, man. I can't complain. I'm just trying to get rid of old habits of mine that are, you know, like impatience or like any negative thinking around completion of a product and looking at the world or anything. Like try not to delve too deep into Twitter, like things like that, you know, like really back off the negative content that I might be putting into my body. I wouldn't say I was a touring act, but I mean, you know, a major part of my business as an artist was doing my shows. Like those are budgets that permit you to venture into further merchandise or, you know, like just really pushing your fan base online or creating good video content. So that stream of revenue changes everything in the long run. I think right away we don't feel the impact, but if there's a year of no shows for all artists, you can only imagine how much of an impact, independent or not, how much of an impact the business is going to have. It'll trickle down to venues and security and all that, right? So like, I think that's something that we all have to rethink. I think the gorillas were probably decades ahead of all of us in creating cartoons of themselves. But I don't think things aren't going to go back to normal, right? Like, I think it's just going to take a while, and whatever normal is, there'll be new protocols, but we'll be in venues and maybe in a year and a half or whatever. I don't think it won't be impossible. We're already going to clubs in Korea, you know? So, there's that. And then you just gotta, it's weird because I struggle with it, creating an online persona and platform outside of real life. Because I think as a musician, you function on these two different realities, which is digital and physical, you know? So the physical is affected in a way, and then the digital is affected in that you have to ramp it up and it can't be corny or forced, or right? So just trying to think of creative ways to express the feelings of being cooped up. Like that's really, because that's what everybody's feeling, right? So you just got to put out the right music and then put out music when things go back to normal and just follow up. I think it's a game of content at the end of the day, right?